Hi, I'm Mikkel Becker, and I'm going to help you teach your dog to come when called. Come when called is one of the most important behaviors a dog can learn. It can be life-saving, plus it's really handy to be able to get your dog to come to you when needed. As important as it is, most dogs don't have a reliable come when called. That's because in the past, your dog may have been scolded for not coming fast enough and even punished when they do eventually come. Or even if you don't think you're punishing your dog, you actually may be without even realizing it. If you use the come when called to get your dog to leave the dog park or take them back inside from being outdoors, this is inadvertently punishing them because you're ending their fun. The positive rewards of coming to you needs to far outweigh the negative consequences of ending their fun when they do come to you. Now, I understand the come when called, sometimes you'll need it to get your dog to come to you in those situations, but I like to keep a 5-to-1 ratio. The reason for the 5-to-1 ratio is you want your dog to take their chances on coming back to you because 5 of those times you release them, and only 1 of those times you do anything your dog could deem negative, like putting them back on leash. Your body language and your voice are really important when getting your dog to come when called. Using more forward body language, leaning down slightly, a higher pitched voice, it's really exciting. Oh my gosh, will you come here? Dogs like that voice. It sounds crazy, but seriously, it really does work. When you practice the come when called, you always want that word come or here or whatever word you use to have really special meaning for your dog. For this reason, only say it once and then do other attention-getting things to get them near you, such as clapping your hands, making kissing noises, whatever you need. There are a couple of games that you can add to the come when called behavior. The more like a game this is for your dog, the more likely they are going to want to play and be excited about this. There's the hide and seek game where you call your dog and perhaps you're hiding off in another room so your dog has to come find you. Or if you're out in the yard, hiding behind a tree or somewhere where your dog has to search to find you. The other game is a chase game. Dogs really like this because they like to move after anything that's moving. So when you call your dog to you, you can either walk backwards or better yet, take off jogging or running in the opposite direction. This really helps to build their speed in the come when called. The other game is the back and forth game. This is where you call the dog back and forth between you both give the dog rewards, and then you set the dog free to run to the other person. A lot of dogs are sensitive about having their collars touched, but it is really important to work on this with your dog, to even lightly touch their collar and give them a reward to begin with. Then, as you practice the come when called and your dog is comfortable with their collar being touched, you can reach out slightly and touch their collar or lightly grab it, give them a reward, and set them free again. One of the reasons why this is so important is a lot of dogs will come, but as you go to reach for their collar, they'll dodge just out of reach. So really practice this and make this a positive. If there ever is an emergency situation where you need to grab your dog's collar, you don't want them to feel threatened or dodge out of the way. It's important to never chase after your dog, even while you're playing, and especially if your dog ever gets out. Instead, a better way is to call them to you and then take off running in the opposite direction. Or you can try something that really grabs your dog's attention. For some dogs, it's opening up the car door like we're going for a ride. Or for other dogs, busting out that really great toy, or being really silly and falling on the ground and making weird noises so your dog's curious and intrigued and wants to go check out what the heck you're doing. It's really important to also train a special word for your dog. That way, if they ignore your cue to come when called, you can use this special word to still grab their attention. This special word means the best thing ever, a huge puppy party is about to happen. With my own pugs, I use the word treats. And right after saying that word, I bring in something that they really like. It could be a stuffed food puzzle, some fabulous toy, whatever I know they're going to be super excited about. When you use this word, always follow up with a really great reward, so that way it keeps its meaning for your dog. In an emergency situation, you won't always have that special reward, but practice often with those great rewards, so that way when you do need it, your dog is very reliable. Most dogs are not reliable enough to come 100% of the time. For that reason, always practice in a fenced area or on a long line. And remember, every dog learns at his or her own pace. If you want more information on how you can train your dog, go to vetstreet.com.